Hi, I'm Jay Escobar, escobarj.com. This video is a new series of videos, and the title of this video is How to Face Adversity and Stay Strong. I'm going to make this like either a 5 or 6 or 7 part series. I haven't decided yet. But today, the first topic of how to face adversity and stay strong is the first step in that process is you have to be able to acknowledge the negative. What that means is you need to feel it to heal it. I've talked a lot about this in a lot of my videos, and it's very, very important that you don't skip this step, especially if you're going through something difficult. And if you have to, you just verbalize, say out loud how crappy the situation is, how bad you feel, why you feel that way, how pissed off you are, or why you're pissed off. Go ahead and cry or scream in your pillow if you have to, so that you can acknowledge that and allow yourself to feel whatever adverse situation you're going through. And this is going to be the first step in beginning to stay strong while you're going through adverse times. And allowing yourself to verbalize the crappy situation that you're in, you're basically essentially beginning the process of allowing yourself to move past it and to focus on the things that you can control to improve the situation or outcome. Now, obviously, there's some situations where there's they're so difficult or so adverse to go through, there's really not a whole lot you can do, like death. And recently in my own life, if you've been following my videos, you know that I lost a cousin of mine recently, and this has been a difficult situation for my entire family, my whole extended family. And it's difficult to go through, especially at first. It feels like shock. You don't know what to do, and sometimes there's those things that are just out of your control. But the first step in beginning to stay strong and beginning to move past and move through this negative situation is to acknowledge the fact that you aren't going to see this person again, or you're going to miss them, or you love them, or you wish that they were still here, right? And that's exactly what I did. The first thing that I did, I allowed myself to cry. I allowed myself to feel the pain. I allowed myself to acknowledge that, and this was of course after the kind of sticker shock effect that, like, oh man, is this really real? Like, that's when death happens. That's one of the first things that happens is you have a hard time believing that it's real. You feel like it's a bad dream. You feel like it's a nightmare. You feel like it's like it just you feel like you're still going to see that person, but then you come to the realization that, man, I'm really not going to see this person again in this life. And that's once you get to that point, then you can allow yourself to feel the negative and acknowledge the negative or adverse situation. And I allowed myself to cry. I allowed myself to feel the pain and to feel the hurt that I'm not going to be seeing him again. And as difficult as it is, this is the first step, the first part of moving past the pain and moving past the negative feeling. And no matter how difficult it is, and if you the problem is that if you skip this step, if you just sweep it under the rug, or if you just stuff your feelings down and you don't acknowledge the negative, you're essentially, what you're doing is you're blocking any healing power or healing energy that will allow you to move past the negative experience or adversity. And also, you're going to attract more negative outcomes in the future in your life, because like attracts like, and what you focus on expands. And if you're constantly stuffing down feelings or not acknowledging, or you're in denial, or you're stuffing your feelings down, or you skip it, or you sweep it under the rug, you're going to be storing that negative energy in your body, whether that's in your muscle tissue, or your spirit, or your heart, or your emotional center, or your solar plexus, your mind. You're going to be storing that in different areas of your body. And when that negative energy gets stored because you're stuffing it down, you're sweeping it under the rug or not acknowledging it, you're actually going to literally attract more negative energy, more negative experiences, outcomes, and situations in your life. And you don't want that. You want to be able to attract and focus on positive experiences and positivity in your life, because the more you focus on and think about being grateful and humble and thankful and positive, the more of that you're going to attract in your life. And that will allow you to move past the adversity. And that's the first step in staying strong while facing adversity. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You can also visit my website, escobarj.com. If you'd like to book a coaching session, if you're going through something difficult and need help in this area, I've gone through a lot of difficult things in my life, going through difficult things right now in my life. And if you let it, it can defeat you. But if you don't, if you choose to move past it, to feel the energy, to feel the negative and just acknowledge it, first step, that will give you the first step to essentially, you'll be on your way to the next part of staying strong in adversity and moving past it and feeling good about yourself. So if you'd like to share this with any of your friends and family, if you know somebody who is going through a difficult time right now, you can share this video with them. And that is my purpose, is to help as many people as I possibly can. My family is going through a difficult situation right now, and I'm doing my part to help and focus on others. And that's another topic for another subtopic for this topic that I will get to in a later video. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're prospering. Hope you're always learning, always growing, and always pushing forward. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.